Alright, it's like take 25, but these 4 builds are all part of one set. That set being the Ultimate Batmobile 70917. It's released for the Lego Batman movie line. And so not only do we get these 4 vehicles, but when completely assembled, it turns into the Ultimate Batmobile. This is a very great set. And, well, this isn't everything. It also comes with this working bat signal. We will demonstrate this later on in a darker room because, I mean, kind of see it there? You can kind of see it actually works. This probably bumped up the price of the set a lot, but it is definitely worth it. 2 flying monkeys from the Wizard of Oz, along with the Wicked Witch of the West.
They're just like, I'm related to Winston.
Oh yeah.
Overwatch.
Oh yeah, these guys are related to Winston.
Like,
not the Ghostbuster.
Yes.
And
yes.
Oh, they're related to both of them. Okay. And this is Polka Dot Man. And so these are the villains. So now that we've had a look at them, we can get a look at the characters, some of which are harder to get to than others. So we're gonna have to take disassemble. Sorry for any background noises. Sorry about any background noise. That's just my idiotic siblings being idiotic siblings. And, they will be dealt with later. So, anyways, these are the figures, the heroes at least.
Yeah.
So, we have Robin from the Lego Batman movie version, of course. Dick Grayson with goggles. One thing I do like about this version of Robin is it looks a lot like Carrie Kelly's design with like the goggles instead of the mask and the kind of classic looking suit. Then we have Batman, Lego Batman movie Will Arnett version. Pretty cool. We get him in pretty much every Lego Batman movie set. Most of these characters have alternate faces. Batman is one of them, obviously, and this is a more serious face. And some of the characters have back printing. Batman, one of them. So there's Batman. Robin has some back printing too. Robin comes with a more hard cape, not really a soft material. The Wicked Witch also has back printing, but no alternate face because the hat does not cover all of the back of the head. None of the monkeys have alternate faces because their heads are just molds. Special legs, though, and wings, I believe, from Legends of Chima. Don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. Polka Dot Man as well has an alternate face. Kind of has like buck teeth here.
Well, lots of the wings started like coming within the series of Lego Legends of Chima.
He knows a lot more about that stuff than I do. I'm more of a licensed theme fan, but
yeah.
Here's the back printing on Polka Dot Man. A lot of obscure villains that we probably will never get in mainstream Lego DC are coming into the Lego Batman movie. So I love that. All of the villains in the Lego Batman movie, as far as I'm aware, are actually in the comics. Like Gentleman Ghost was in there. Mutant Leader, I'm a big fan of The Dark Knight Returns, so Mutant Leader was great to see in there for like 2 seconds. Not even. Here's Batgirl. Nice printing on the side of the legs. Legs dual moded as well. I love the details on the boots. And Barbara Gordon has 2 faces with an alternate expression. And nice design on the arms. This yellow, though, I wish was more like the color of the actual thing. The ponytail is actually attached with this little peg that is the I believe, yeah, it's the same thing that minifigures can actually grasp onto. So
All I have to say is that it's kind of weird. She can see from front. She has eyes from the back of her head.
yeah, back printing as well on this character, on this great minifig. And one last figure that we get with the Ultimate Batmobile is Batman's faithful butler, Alfred Pennyworth, in this suit. And we did get the classic actual Alfred Pennyworth as his normal butler outfit
We know.
in the Batcave set. Back printing, not a lot, but no alternate face.
Everyone should know him. He makes sense.
Sense. But here is this great. I love this hat and the print and everything on it and everything. It's really great. Little pocket watch and everything, and the more classic looking symbol on his chest. And so now it's time we show you the transformation and a bit of the details and stuff. Robin's, we'll start off with this and just move our way up to the order we built him in the set. Well, I built him. He wasn't here, but, you know, it's pretty cool. Robin's motorcycle, well, bat cycle. It folds out like this, so I like to think maybe like a hovercraft or something with this. The real reason it folds out is so that it can go inside the back of the Batmobile, but
It would be cool if it was an actual hovercraft.
I like to think it's a hovercraft because, I mean, Robin's expression, it looks more like something that, you know, someone would wear.
It's like that one Sans character thing Sans on a gas ship last year. That one hovercraft he made.
So that was funny. But yeah, because like Barbara Gordon's would probably be kind of lonely just flying the Batwing, but not anymore. Here comes hovercraft Robin. So yeah.
Special buddies hovering around. That was bad.
Next is that's pretty much everything
Say
for
your
this.
signature parts. You know what part this is.
So I mean, when life gives you a great ride like this, don't expect seatbelts. Really.
And there's a small meme
really
that will
great.
remind you.
I'm Batman. Anyways, so I love this sticker. It says recreational vehicle. That's a nice touch to add. The recreational vehicle. And so this thing has a few good things. It has these stud shooters, which I'm not going to fire off because we do have a rather large space, so it's easy for these to get lost. There's also lots of crevices everywhere. Luckily, we have like 50 of these things extra that come with the set, so I'm going to fire it off anyway.
That's funny.
Pew! So, I don't know where the heck that just went, so I'm just going to put one of these extra ones in it.
Oh no.
And, yeah, one problem is these fins, at least in my copy of this, they tend to like to fall off a lot.
You can't die now. You don't want you to rest in pieces.
Yeah.
Rip.
And then these kind of fold up as kind of like boosters, but
also mainly to let the bat cycle.
But the main
out.
reason is so the bat cycle can slide in there. There's a little hole, technical right here, and this peg will go right into this hole.
What was that sound effect?
And then you just kind of push this up and push these boosters down. And you got to push the motorcycle into the top of this while you do it, so that you can actually kind of, keep it in there. Next, we have this they don't really have names for these, but I really like this design. It kind of this design for this Batmobile. I forgot to add. This also has little fold-out cannons, so they kind of just fold out. But what I like about this is it kind of reminds me of almost like kind of the '89 design. But like if this was, like a shorter front of it, shorter hood.
But also for this, when I first saw it, I thought it was a tank.
Yeah, it kind of is a tank, right? But this reminds me of kind of like the Arkham Asylum Batmobile, and this reminds me more of like the Arkham Knight
Wait,
Batmobile.
where's Winston? He's a buff tank.
Let's have a moment of silence for all the brain cells that just died hearing that. Anyways, so here's the next build. Here's the next build. This is Alfred's tank something. I have no idea. But you have kind of like a little sticker right there. The Batmobile and Batcycle didn't have any stickers for control panels, at least. So there's that. You can't really see it on this video. Yeah, we'll see why this fell out later. But anyway, so this folds out as kind of like an armory, but also for one other reason that we'll see once it's all combined. This also is the landing pad for the Batwing itself. And it has swords. I don't know why the swords are there. But whatever. And
Batman
another
said he would never kill.
Yeah.
Even though that in the Lego Batman movie, he literally put Zebra Man to pieces.
Yeah, he did. I'm gonna turn this light up. You'll be able to see better.
Light it up, light it up, light it up, oh, fire.
So this is probably a lot better. So we'll go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Anyways, so tank. These fold up, and then you fold back for these stud shooters. 6 stud shooters. I'm only gonna fire one off, but like pew, pew.
We know.
Remember when I said I only would fire one off? I lied. Yeah. Nice Edgewood reference. If you don't know what Edgewood is, you're a nooblet. I don't know how it is. And so, another thing. Another great feature of again with combining the vehicles into one, we have some. Get this in here so I could. Whatever, there it goes. And so basically, these clips right here, these little C kind of Lego Man hand things, clip into these right here. Kind of hard to see, they're light gray. And so it basically, you just kind of push them into each other, and it fits rather nicely. And then this kind of looks like a pretty complete build, but besides from the huge hole down here. But then this folds out and clips onto this piece that's normally found only in the Lego minifigure series, but as their little stands. But this just clips down, and then you got to fold these out. So this is kind of like the landing dock for the Batwing. These things fold down as the kind of jet boosters, kind of, for the big build. Last but not least, the Batwing. I think this is probably my second favorite vehicle, third favorite build, because this is my second favorite build of the whole set, the Bat Signal. And a few days ago. So, this has a lot of, looks like it has a lot of weapons and everything on it. I found these pieces to be rather fragile, and these kind of like old style Star Wars blasters right here. And this doesn't really have the kind of bat symbol shape that most iterations of the Batwing does, but it's a pretty good build. Other than that factor, I really wish they would have went for a more, Batmobile shaped or bat symbol shaped Batwing, but I mean, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do for the sake of the big build. But this does not look bad. I'm not saying it looks bad. I'm just saying, you would recognize this as the Batwing, but kind of disappointed in like the shape from the top. Overall, it's a great build. I'm not trying to beat down on it or anything, but
I shame you.
anyways, I have an extra one of these, so that's why I'm going to fire this off. But these have these spring-loaded shooters. So right down here, under this fin, it might be easier for those of us with bigger fingers, but I have like tiny little hands. So it's easier if you fold this in, but I don't have to, so just stick your finger back down there and just push down, and it's all the way over there now. So yeah, and then you just load these through the front, or if you want, through the back. I don't know why you'd want to. It kind of looks weird from the front then. But, so that's that. And, yeah, I love this little, texture that they kind of did back here for the back. I don't know what. If you look in the technicals, you can see the multicolored pieces they used underneath, the seat right there. Which, I wish they would have kind of covered that up a bit more. So, but all you got to do to combine these into the one vehicle is just push it straight down and fold these wings in. The only thing that will hold this in is the wings being down, and still it can kind of come off a bit, but these things kind of push down to the wings, so these little turret things on the wings, so it doesn't really come off. Now, this thing will break easily where the Batmobile itself, this one, and Alfred's kind of tank thing, it likes to break there if you just hold it up by one piece. The connection's not very stable. Again, it's only a clip on a thing, on a bar kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it. But so, if I just hold it like this for long enough in the air, one, it'll start getting a bit hard on my wrist because it's a pretty heavy build. And two, if you know,
it is a pretty big build. Just look.
I mean, it's a big build. It's pretty heavy for what it is. I got this for $140 at Walmart. And that was plus sales tax.
Yeah, so basically, it's best to hold it with 2 hands.
The way I found is the best to hold it is either both hands under like this, but see what I mean? That connection is not stable at all. It's great when it's on the ground. Not so great when not on when it's in the air. And then the problem is to fix it, you can't push this all the way down. Just take the bat wing out. Then you gotta adjust it. And then put the bat wing back in. But the bat wing has many different positions you can do for the wings. Great for stop motion animators like myself and Dr. Terra here. And these spring-loaded shooters, if aimed, basically they can actually still fire, but not 100% of the time. For mine, the left side doesn't always like to fire, and the right side likes to fire more often than the left side, but that might just be mine, I don't know. Then I already showcased the minifigures. As I said, we'll go to a more darker room to showcase this, so we'll do that now. We'll be right back. Is it wrong?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is the darkest room we could find to showcase the bat signal. Look, open the sky. I love how they did this. It's actually a printed dome with the Batman symbol on it, and the light shines through it, projects the image onto the surface. So,
this may be. Well, if you think this is a great video by me, Dark Lurker in the dark. Well,
in the dark.
well,
let's get out of here real quick.
Well, all I have to say is, we're gonna stop it here.
I guess so.
Well,
one more. Let's take a look real quick at this the set one more time, and then that'll be all. So just pause it real quick.